Hello everyone, my name is Lilli and I'm the creative director here at Bubblegum Cartoons. Today we're going to be animating a scene from our upcoming web series, Demonic Crepes. We are in full production mode with the pilot and we've been having a whole lot of fun here, so I'm really excited to show you guys how we animate a scene. I'm going to be going from animation to color in Toonboom, doing storyboards 66 and 67. Here at Bubblegum Cartoons, something we really like to do is show you guys behind the scenes looks. You get to see what we look like, which is something we don't typically get to see in animated shows. You don't really get to know us or like really see how it's made. So that is like super exciting for us to show you guys. It takes me about 2 hours to animate this particular sequence, but don't worry, I'm not gonna make you sit through 2 hours. I'm going to speed run it for you guys. I assume you have better things to do than just watch me animate. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel right here so you can see the premiere of our web series, Demonic Crepes. And also on Facebook and the Cartoon Amino app, we also do a lot of behind the scenes looks right there. And without further ado, let's animate. All right, everybody, let's get started. This is Lilli, of course, and her disembodied voice talking you through what we're gonna do. And there's just my little greeting. Okay, so as you can see, I already did the background. I did that in Photoshop earlier, and I did the basic outline of Sophie to start. So in this scene, it's her first day on the job at the creperie where she works, and so this is her just kind of like dreamily looking off, and she's like thinking about how she actually really wants to be a manga artist here in Japan. So, and then we have Pancake jumping, and yeah, there's his crazy face, doing something crazy. So this is like, you're supposed to be suspicious of Pancake for a while, but then this is the first time where you're really like, oh man, there's like something wrong with that cat, you know? So I really wanted to show in this scene him kind of do something like kind of nuts that's not too out of line for a cat, but it's like definitely because he's a demon, and it's kind of like a little like Easter egg that comes up later that's like, oh, that's why he was acting nuts. So yeah, this is how I animate the scene right now. I'm doing Pancake's body right now, and this is kind of like, I'll have him as this one piece, and I'll like copy and paste him a couple times, as you'll see later. I'm just doing some repositioning, and the reason why I have that blue line there is actually so it looks like he's coming out from behind the scenery. And there's Sophie. I like tried different ways to format the scene to see what would make sense. So yeah, that's what I'm doing here. So this is Pancake. This is when he lands. So I always try to do a couple, like even when you think like, oh, he's landed, do like one extra one where he like kind of squashes a little bit. I'll do that here. Oh boy, that looked scary. Okay, so this is him squashing. So I'm gonna have him jump onto the counter. He kind of comes up and then he like raises his paw and then just like swipes at the chocolate sauce.
So you might be wondering why here I'm drawing like 18 arms on Pancake. This is like very bizarre, and as like one little frame it looks really bizarre, but I promise you when it plays at its 30 frames per second, it's gonna like just completely disappear and it's gonna look like one clear swipe. But like for now it just looks like he has like 18 arms. You can see this a lot in other TV shows such as like Wander Over Yonder. There's a lot of wipes, a lot of multiple limbs and stuff like that. It just gives you a really unique sense of motion, and I like to include that whenever I have a very fast little motion there. So yeah, now he's like back to his normal. Oh, and he has little spikes on his tail. That's another one of those like little Ghibli things I like to incorporate into my show. Whenever a character touches something icky or smells something icky, all their hairs like stand on end, and it really communicates how they're feeling. So when he touches the chocolate, he kind of gets that zapped through his body, which is why he doesn't really like chocolate very much. So I like to, incorporate little things from other studios also like that. Yeah, so, oh my god, he looks so crazy. So here I'm drawing Sophie. She's reacting to what she's seeing. And so what I like to do is you kind of go inwards and forwards before you go back. It gives it a little better emotion, like it's just kind of like a jerking motion, which shows how sudden it is and kind of shows off how surprised she is, because, you know, her demon cat's jumping on the counter and swatting at things, so yeah. Alrighty guys, here we go. We are doing some color. I always like to start with the skin tone because it's the most boring part, and then like the hair and the dress color is always more fun. I actually did totally forget to draw her little maid hat on her head, so I'm going back through and adding that on. It's a very easy fix. But when you color, it's super easy in Toonboom. It's one of the big reasons why I actually really like Toonboom. And so as you can see here, I'm just, correcting her ponytail because I also forgot to I wanted to give a little more swoosh, because when you move from like one place to another, there has to be some overlapping action. So I wanted to like give her ponytail that little swoop in there. And now we're back to coloring. So I love this crepe dress. It's super cute. It's kind of obnoxious to draw over and over again because, as you can see, I draw frame by frame and like with a couple holds, but I think it's worth it. It's super cute. Ruffles are totally hard, especially to keep consistent, and like look at every single one of those ruffles I have to color individually, frame by frame, but it just looks so cute. I do it anyway. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, there's also like little meticulous things like the collar and stuff that need to be colored in. So I really like this outfit. I think it's adorable. And coloring, you do go frame by frame. It's easier than like Photoshop. You kind of paint by numbers, just go frame by frame by frame. Toonboom's pretty smart. It knows where you want to color. It's not like, oh, you didn't close that line all the way, so it's gonna bleed out. It's super intuitive. It's super easy. So I totally recommend if you want to do a full colored cartoon, definitely use Toonboom. So another fun kind of Ghibli reference I have here is whenever I decide a color for Pancake's new sweater. He has a new sweater every episode, or at least a new color of his sweater, and typically I try to just choose something that's the opposite of what Sophie's wearing. So if she's wearing orange, I'll give him blue or something like that, so they're not always wearing the same thing. In the pilot, there is a while where they're both wearing blue, but I mean, it's just her skirt and it's a different blue. So I was like, oh man, I don't know what color I should do for her sweater. So I'm like, hey, you know what? How about the purple like Kiki's dress, which is a kind of more grayish purple? And I was like, yeah, cool, because it looks good with gray. So that's a little like stupid reason why I made his sweater purple in this scene. Alright guys, as you can see, we're coming to an end here. I'm adding shadows underneath the characters so it doesn't look like they're, like what they really are doing is on a flat surface. So I want to make it look like they're really landing, they really have light, they have shadows, they really exist in this space. So I made them some shadows. Alright guys, it looks like we are wrapping up now. Wow, those 2 hours flew right by. I had a lot of fun. I don't know about you. But now we're gonna export it, and if you wait for like 3 seconds after the video ends, you will actually be able to see this scene that we just animated together. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you learned something. I know it was just kind of my train of thought here, but this is how I animate a scene from Demonic Crepes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye! I know, it's not gonna be easy for a foreigner, but nothing's really been all that easy since I met